because I'm on my phone right now because it'll be easier for me. Let me put this over here. Yeah, that'll be a little bit better. It'll be easier for me to go live over on the phone and show you my room or whatever the case may be. So I want to make sure everything is good as we are doing this thing. Hopefully everything is going smooth. All right, looks like that looks good. The audio might blast a little bit, so let me cut this down a little bit to make sure. So let's see. Oh yeah, we're good. We're absolutely good. Yeah, let me cut that off. All right, so we're good to go. We are live. We are live. Hopefully everybody will come through. We'll talk about this for a minute. I'll give my thoughts on how I did the game room, how I got this together, because this is a long time coming. I mean, we moved here back in early March, and we just been hustling, bustling. Haven't had a chance to really get the room together. So I finally was able to do that this weekend, and I got it to where I want to. It's still a little bit more things I want to do, but for the most part, it's pretty much on point. I got everything set up the way I wanted to. I had to move some things around a couple of times and just get that together, and we finally got that up and going. So hopefully you guys will come through. We'll talk. We'll chop it up a little bit, and on the same time, I'll come through and I'll show you what I all have in the room, because I think I did a pretty good job setting things up the way I want to. I know there are some things that I would like to get that's a little bit extra. Some things I would like to get that spice up the room a little bit, but for right now, it's pretty basic. But it's simple and it's exactly what the way I want it. So I'm gonna wait for about another 30 seconds. Then we're just gonna go in and we're gonna start looking at what we have in the room, some things I may want to add, some things I want to change, and then I'll have a quick discussion on, just having a game room. What does it take to build one? What does it take to keep one and keep it moving? Because a lot of this stuff is, in some cases, people may look at it like junk. Some people may look at it like it's just a bunch of stuff that you may have or whatever the case may be. Nothing really significant that's actually worth having. But for some people, this type of stuff is valuable to them. Some of this stuff they have some type of um, you know uh, connection to. They're attached to this stuff. And for me, I've always wanted an area where I have my own room where I could just come back to. I could chill. I don't have to worry about nothing crazy going on when it comes to having my own space. Is basically what it is. So we're getting close to the 3 minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and jump in and show you everything that I have. I'm going to go around the entire room. Full disclosure, this isn't everything that I have. I still have stuff in the garage. I have stuff in my son's room that he wants. I have stuff that's in the closet that's maybe a little cluttered. I may open the closet and show you that's what's in there as well. So it's not everything I have in this space. I still, like I said, I have stuff in other areas that I just feel like um, I just didn't want to put out. Just some stuff I just didn't want to just put in the room for various reasons. Some of the stuff is duplicates. Some of this stuff is basically old and that I don't even use. It's just stuff that I just don't, want to, use. So it's just sitting in a bin or whatever the case may be, or it's just duplicates of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started. I'm gonna start with my computer, so you guys can see my computer or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna flip the. Let's see. All right, so this is my computer. This is an LG monitor. This is an Omen monitor, and this is an Asus monitor. So these are the three monitors that I have. No, they're not the same. So I want to get another Omen monitor. This is a 1440p monitor, and I like this monitor because it shows games very well on it, and it is something that I really enjoy playing games on. Now this one over here is a 4K monitor. I bought this monitor way back. It had to be like 2018. It's a fairly old monitor, but it's a 4K monitor, and it still looks really well when it comes to putting games on it. Actually playing regular console games on it, it is really good. And this Asus monitor is I think this is like the first monitor that I bought when I built my first PC. I can't remember if it was, but nevertheless, This thing is a pretty older monitor. It's 1080p, 75 hertz, and it's pretty solid. I use it for when I do stream or whatever. I use it to watch my chat and analytics and the health of the stream, do all of that and stuff like that. What's going on, Doc Type? There's your comment right there. Doc Type, love game room tours. I like watching house and boat tour videos. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I actually have, as far as the accessories, I have a bunch of Red Dragon stuff. I'm a big fan of Red Dragon. So you see the Red Dragon mouse pad, the Red Dragon mouse, and this is the Red Dragon keyboard. And I also have Red Dragon speakers that are back there. You can't see the logo on it, but those are Red Dragon speakers. This right here is a little bit of a cluttered mess. This is my Elgato. I use that capture card. I also have another capture card over here. I made a video about this capture card, the Flint 4K Plus capture card by Cloner Alliance. The reason why I have this capture card because it works with the OSSC very well. So when you try to upscale games through your OSSC or FrameMeister or whatever, that thing reads pretty much everything. This is my MacBook. I don't use my MacBook that much, but I have it. Play Asia. I buy games off Play Asia, so you know how that goes. If you want to know anything about this controller, this is a Retro Fighters controller for the original Xbox. You can tell I'm an original Xbox fan, but that's a very good controller. I made a video about that a while back, and yeah, there's Kirby right there. Kirby's just chilling out. All right, so let's go around a little bit. There's my cup. I got this for Father's Day. My wife made this for me for Father's Day, and if you look at the pictures, you see a picture of me on in various places with me and my son, and this was a very cool cup that my wife made for me. I thought this was a really amazing cup, and it's so dope. I don't drink out of this cup. It just sits. I love this cup. This is a beautiful cup my wife made for me. When it comes to Father's Day and stuff, it was really awesome. So I wanted to show that really quick. Love this cup. Love this cup. That could be a preview of things to come when it comes to merch. So you see, my wife made this kind of cup. So you kind of got the idea of what we're going to try to do. When I talked about merch before, it's going to be cup. It's going to be that kind of quality of cup. To be honest, if we do cups and merch or whatever. So over here I have one of my Nintendo Switches, 3DS. Over here I have my PS2, this is my mini PS2. What you know about this Game Genie right here? What you know about that old Game Genie? And this is my Real Arcade Pro 4 arcade stick. I love using this arcade stick. Up here I put this on the wall, and I love looking at this. This is a pretty good saying. This is not about how bad you want it. It's about how hard you work for it. That's a really big. I love that saying. It's really dope. And this is another thing my wife made for me for Father's Day. And there's a picture of me and my son in various moments. He was much younger back then. This is like when he was like 1.5. Well, the one in the middle, this was for his first birthday. He put cake on my face. This was his first Christmas when, because he was born in January. So this is like right before he turned 1. And this was another one we went to, I can't remember where we went to. I think it was Frankie's. It's a place called Frankie's in Columbia, South Carolina. We was there. And there's another picture that was taken. But yeah. And I didn't talk about it. I got San Francisco Rush 2 on the N64. This is a duplicate copy. I bought this and I forgot I had a copy. And don't tell me, I can't tell you how many times that happened already. All right, so let's look at the consoles. We're going to look at the TV. This is my television. This is a 55-inch TCL 4K TV. I want to turn this into a 65 or a 70-inch. This setup right here does hold a 70-inch, so I may end up getting like a 65 or 70-inch. Over here, I have a PS5. I also have the Xbox Series. This little thing right here is a Hyperkin Retron SQ or a Retron Square. This actually plays Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. I like this little device. It's pretty cool. Also, that's my HDMI switcher and my Logitech, one of the speakers. I have another speaker over here, another one over there, and I got 2 more in the back. This is the subwoofer to that. So I got surround sound in here as well. This is my Wii U. This is my Wii U. My son likes playing the Wii U. This is the other Switch. He has a Switch right now. This is the OLED one, so I have the regular one up there and the OLED one right here. And this OLED Switch has all most of my son's games on it. This is the NES AVS or the Retro USB AVS, the one I was talking about in the last stream yesterday. Down here is my 360, and over here is my PS3. My son just got finished beating Legends, so now he wants to play Rayman Origins, so that's what that's right there. And yeah, I love racing games. So my racing games, this is one of my Xbox Series racing wheels, and this is the Xbox 360 racing wheel. I usually hook these up when I want to play Forza or anything like that. I did have one by PlayStation, but I gave it to my nephew, and I need to buy another one because I want to play Gran Turismo with my racing wheel. What's this? Hold on. I was looking for this. This is a PS2 MC2 ISO. This thing right here, I think I made a video about this a while back. You can play games off of this memory card by putting the games on an SD card and putting an SD card in here, putting this into the PlayStation 2, and you can play games off this. This is a pretty neat device. I don't use it though, but it's a pretty neat device. Here's more of my retro stuff. It's my NES. It's my Core Graphics PC engine with Street Fighter 2 in there. It's my Sega Genesis. My Super Nintendo. I also have an N64. It's my Sega Saturn. My PlayStation 1. Down here is my Sega Dreamcast. One of my Sega Dreamcasts. It's one of my Saturns too. And this is my GameCube. This is a Retro Scaler 2X. I bought this off Amazon because I just wanted to try it out. It's a fairly decent device. You can use this to upscale your games to your flat screen TV. Because I do have a CRT, but I wanted to put everything over here. I'll explain that in a little bit. So one of my PlayStation 2 was my other PlayStation 2 because I had the flat one over there, the Slim. And this is my OSSC, another upscaler that I have. And this is my original Xbox. My favorite console of all time. It was the Dreamcast at one point, but I love the original Xbox. It's a beautiful, beautiful device. Now, let's talk about some switchers. Now, I do have the HDMI switcher that I showed you over here. That's one. And I have another one right here. And this one right here is used for some of the HDMI stuff that's over here. On my right hand side. This is a S-Video and composite switch where you can put your N64, Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and it says VCR, DVD, but you can put anything on it actually. This thing right here has all the composite S-Video stuff that's going through this. And that goes through this and HDMI. You see the HDMI right here, and that goes to the TV, or it goes through this switch right here. And you could put component on here as well. So I use that for the NES, the PC engine. I'm using it for the N64 as well, and all the other stuff that's over here goes through this like SCART and component. So the Dreamcast SCART, the Super Nintendo, the Genesis through SCART. The Saturn, the PS1 through SCART, PS2 is through component, Xbox is through component, and with SCART cables, I don't know if you watch My Life in Gaming or whatever, I use this thing right here, and this is a SCART input. I'm going to show you what a SCART input looks like if you've never seen it. This is a SCART input, and you plug that in you can't plug this into a regular TV, not a US TV, because they don't use SCART, but I use a converter. I don't think I'll be able to get it. There we go. I use the converter like the OSSC, which, like I said, this is a SCART. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see right there. This is the SCART thing right here. It goes through here. This is the component stuff, and it goes through this HDMI, and it goes to the TV. So that's how that works. So all this stuff is hooked up through that, and all the other stuff over here It's hooked up through that HDMI. All the stuff over here is hooked up through this HDMI right here. And all that is hooked up to this TV for right now. Because I had all this stuff on my CRT, which is on the other side of the room, and I'll show you that in a second. So this is just some of my, this is most of my consoles. I have one console downstairs. I have some more consoles in the corner that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. Up here, I'm a big fan of football, so I got all the football teams right here. This is my Georgia Southern stuff. Go Georgia Southern Eagles. This is my favorite football team. I actually went to the school as well. So, yeah, I always love looking at the Georgia Southern Eagles play football. These are some of my PS2 games. Some of my PS2 games you can see right there. You can pause the video or to pause the live to see what games I have. These are some of my Japanese PS3. A couple of my Japanese PS3 games, some PS5 games. This is, I don't know if you guys can't read this, so I'm going to show it to you. This is Yakuza 0. And this is Yakuza 5. So that's what those are. Yakuza 0, Yakuza 5. Got Mag, Concord, the legendary Concord game. I bought that right before they canceled it. And these are all my PS5 games I have for right now. Like I said, if you want to pause and check out what games I have, because I'm not going to keep them on here for too long on the screen. These are my my mini consoles. I got some batteries over there. I didn't know they was over here. So these are my mini consoles, my Genesis, Super Nintendo, my original NES, and my PlayStation Mini. Yes, the HDMI struggle is definitely real. You are absolutely right. Yes, sir. So those are just some of my PS2 games, some of my PS5 games. If you look down here, more PS2 games. Got those right there. More PS2, some PS3 games. I keep forgetting I got a lot of PS3 games down here. There's a PS3 games. More PS3 games right there. If you look up here, these are the boxes to the minis. The NES Classic, Super Nintendo Classic, PlayStation. These are some cards that I got, some cards that I haven't opened. These are 2022 trading cards, 2021 football cards, 2022 baseball cards. I wonder if they got some good cards in there. Just curious. There's some Wii U games that I got. These some extra overflow Wii U games. I got Bayonetta 1 and 2. I really would want the case to that. Guyana Sisters, Madden 13, Super Luigi U. You already know. This is the only box. Well, this one and this one are the only boxes that I have, but I don't have the consoles. So I don't have a Pro or Xbox Series S anymore. More PS3 games. I'm missing a game right there. Oh, yeah, the Rayman Origins. Okay, Rayman Origins is supposed to be right there. That's why that was missing. At some point, I'm going to put all of these games in alphabetical order. Sometime I may start with some games on the other side of the room, but we'll look at that. It depends on how things are going. But those are my PS3 games. Into the PS4 games I have. Those are those right there. My son was playing with some Play-Doh, I see. Yeah. So those are the PS4 games. I'm going to get down here so you can see them a little bit better. There's the PS4 games. These are my... I like these boxed Xbox games. These are like some of my favorite. The trilogy. Even though I have the Grand Theft Auto trilogy on PS2 as well. I have the Xbox version, which I believe this is the real and true definitive version. Not the one that's on PS5 and the Xbox Series. These are the true definitive versions. Highly recommend. Dead or Alive Ultimate. Love to have that complete in case, in box. And my Grand Theft Auto double pack. You know, I have a triple pack, the trilogy. I have the double pack without San Andreas. This is a original Xbox box that I have. This box is not the original one from any of these consoles. A guy, I talked about this in the live, the place called Software Seconds that I went to back in Columbia, South Carolina. They had a box and he sold it to me for like $10. My original box from my original Xbox, God knows where that is. I bought this thing in college. I had no intention of keeping the box at the time. Kind of wish I did because it's like the original box from November 2001. It's the original Xbox box. And yeah, These are more my Wii U games. This is the overflow up here. Like I said, these are the other Wii U games. Uh, I don't know why I decided to put them right here, but I did. I mean, it is what it is. Original Xbox games. I have all of these on down original Xbox, and all of these over here are original Xbox. So I'll run through this really quick so you guys can see that. These are my original Xbox games. You can pause this at any time if you want to see what these games are. Like also I said, at some point I'm going to put these games in alphabetical order. I'll start from the bottom. It's another cord for my internet, which I'll discuss that in a little bit as well. And these are all original Xbox games. I don't know how many. I know at some point I had over 400 games. It's probably a little less than that now, but I had about 400 original Xbox games. These are not all of them. I have some games in my closet that I just put away as well because they're like games and sports titles or whatever. Going up here to Xbox Series Xbox Series S box, my Genesis Mini box. I saw this in Walmart and I thought this was so cool. Like this is like the box that you use to get a one up on Sonic. So I thought that was so cool. So I decided to keep that. Buy it and keep it. This is the two Switch consoles boxes. Oh, let me see. I want to switch this. Hold on. Let me see what the other side look like. Oh yeah, I want to put that on there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better. That's the Switch box for that. And that's the OLED box for that. Both of them had a full game download of Mario Kart 8. It's kind of crazy, right? But yeah, got those. Basically, these were for my son. I bought the Switch Mini for myself. I bought a nice little case to it. It's pretty dope. I like the case to that, and I use that now. This is one of my nodes for the internet. I needed one of these because the Wi-Fi was not the best in this house. So what I did was I bought this node which carries the Wi-Fi up here, and I hardwired this cord that you see that's going all the way around, and it goes to my computer. So now I'm able to live stream in really good internet quality. So don't have any other stuff like that. So that's why you see this cord the way it is. The Virtua Stick, I still have my arcade joystick. I remember buying this a while back, complete in box, and I was like, I'm not getting rid of the box. So I thought the box was so cool. And I also have the 3D pad, which I think my 3D pad is in the garage. I need to bring that up here. But I bought this complete in box as well. And at the time I bought it for like $25. But it still had the tag on it. Someplace called Zellers. If anybody know where Zellers is or whatever the case may be, please let me know or I'll look it up because I've always wanted to know, but I've been lazy. I never looked it up. Where's Zellers and what is Zellers? What kind of store is that? Let me see if I can get close so you guys see it. It's a place called Zellers. It's kind of, yeah, it's called Zellers. The AVS, I bought that online, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Over here are my boxed PS2, PS3, and Xbox 360 games. I have a boxed version of the Mass Effect collection, Call of Duty Modern Warfare trilogy. This right here, show you what this is. This is PlayStation 2, Capcom Hyper Street Fighter 2, and Vampire, which is Darkstalkers. This is Darkstalkers collection. This is a Japan only collection. You can also get like Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and Capcom versus SNK 2 as well in this type of packaging, which I may need to try to find one of those. I think that'd be pretty neat to get. Devil May Cry, Mortal Kombat collection. The Devil May Cry is basically Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. This Mortal Kombat collection is pretty cool. You get Deception, Shaolin Monks, and Armageddon in this collection. Also, the Metal Gear Solid collection, which I think this is absolutely amazing as well. This is Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, all in one case. I love these games, especially Metal Gear Solid 3. It's probably one of my favorite ones of all time. You can buy these now. You can buy this one now, like on PC, the Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume One. But just to have it like in this case and in this setup, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. That's way better than whatever they're trying to sell you these days. Borderlands Triple Pack. You already know what this is. uh, Borderlands 1, Borderlands Prequel, and Borderlands 2. You can get these in other fashions now, but I don't think you can get it in this state. They don't really sell triple packs like that for PS4, PS5, Xbox. You barely get a game nowadays that's on a disc, so that's different. But I had to get that. I'm gonna get some more like this. I think they got a Halo collection like that for original Xbox. I think they also have there's other ones out there that are like this, and I have this one, and I have, like I said, these other box cases as well. I want to try to get as many of these as possible because I really love the way these things are and the way they're set up. Down here is my Nintendo Switch stuff. Most of the stuff is for my son. He plays the Switch, so over here you got like Mario and Rabbids. What else that he likes? Like stuff like this. Stuff that's not like really like up my alley. Monster Jam stuff. And he actually did not want this stuff in his room. He wanted to bring it up here, so that's why it's up here. Because these games were in his room. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Like I said, this stuff is for him. This is stuff that he likes. The Yoshi Crafted World. Trying to think what else. Now these are the games that I wanted for the Switch. Mega Man X collection. I wanted that. Also, what's another game that I want? This one right here, Capcom Fighting Collection. That's another game. Pocky and Rocky, that was before my son's time, but Pocky and Rocky is an excellent game on the Super Nintendo. Let's see. Is there anything else that I wanted? Maybe this one. I think Cruis'n Blast was another one that was a game I picked. Everything else, you got I don't know if you can read them, the Kirby's of the world, the Mario Odysseys, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Splatoon 3, Kirby Star Allies, Mario Party Superstars. That's the type of stuff he likes. So those are basically his games. Yes, football is life. I am a huge football fan. I finally got that up on the wall. That's pretty cool. And another thing about the football stuff for the quarterback, shows you how to throw a football. I thought this was pretty cool. Doc Type says it looks like Zeller's is no longer in business. It was a Canadian discount store. So this came from Canada. It's interesting. That's probably why that French text is right there, right? Canadians speak French, right? I don't know. Y'all let me know about that. Original Xbox, that's my box right there. Oh, speaking of that, I got some more games over here I need to talk about. I'll get to that in a second. This is the original Xbox case. If I travel or whatever, I usually put my original Xbox in here, and I'll travel with that. You get the whole Xbox console could fit in here. You put some of your games in your controllers in there. You could take that to a hotel if you're staying at a hotel or staying at a family member's house. You steal their TV and play your games. This is some original, Xbox 360 stuff. These are some of the games I have that I bought. I got a handful of Japanese games for the 360, believe it or not. These games here are highly sought after in the 360 world. Espadaglia 2. Not Muchi Muchi Pork. I want that game. That game is extremely expensive right now. This is Mushi Himasama Futari, which is the sequel to that game that's on PS2. This is right here another Japanese game that I love. Dodonpachi Saeda Ojo, another shooter. These games are absolutely amazing, and I'm glad that I got them. And they're region free. You can play them on a regular Xbox 360, so you don't have to worry about having a Japanese 360 or whatever. These are some more games that I have right here. Another Dodonpachi, and you can see the games that I have over here if you want to pause the video to see what I have down here. This is a terrible game. Do not buy this game. This game is horrible. Just let you know that game's horrible. What else I have here? What's going on, Kenneth Mullen? Good to see you, bro. I didn't even see your comment. APF for 2K8, got that. It's another sought after game. Need for Speed Most Wanted, a Katana. These three games, I love these games. I'm glad I got all three. Then you got all these other ones here. Some pretty good, solid games here. Pause the video to see what games you are missing in the picture right now. I forgot I got Fable 1, 2, and 3. I need to go and play those. I got Riding 4 too. I forgot I got that. Down here, I'm on the floor, y'all. Man, hit the like button, man. Y'all got me down on the floor looking at these games. These down here are my Xbox One, Xbox Series games. I plan on getting more of these at some point. But if you want to see what games I have here, you can go ahead and pause the game and pause the video, and you can see what games I have. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is my closet. I'm gonna look in here and see if it's worth showing, because it might be a little cluttered in here. Oh no, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. These are, I'll move this out of the way. These are some of my football jerseys. I have a lot of them. I have some downstairs that I haven't brought up here yet. I told my wife I'm going to clean out that part of the closet so I can put more of my sports stuff up here. So my sports jerseys will be up here. At some point, I'll move those. Down here is a little bit of clutteration. This is my PC CRT, old school PC monitor. I have no use for it right now, so I'll put it in the closet. And this is another monitor I have no use for. This is my son Hot Wheels, one of many Hot Wheels sets he got. Jesus Christ, he has so many of those. It's ridiculous. And also have the game Sorry. I don't know what the pieces of all that is at, but yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry I don't have all the pieces, but that's a great game. These are two of my original Xbox consoles. This one here still works. This one here does not work. This is something I think I'm gonna show that's pretty neat. I don't know if y'all noticed, ever seen one of these before. Look at this. This is a Dreamcast keyboard. You use this to play Typing of the Dead, you know. I use it to play Typing of the Dead that I have on Dreamcast. This is an excellent game to play. I love playing it. I'm gonna put this right here for a second. I might keep that out. Wait till you get a little older, those games will start creeping up to higher shelves. Yeah. They will, I'll agree. Let me get this out of the way. That's my Mark Levin book. It's a book that I was reading. I'm a big fan of Mark Levin, even though I'm not necessarily political. I think Mark Levin is very, very intelligent. But I'm not necessarily conservative or whatever. You know, I don't do the political stuff too much, but I like listening to him talk. Nevertheless, here's some more of my games. If you notice up here, a lot of these games up here are either duplicates or sports titles. And these are sports titles I don't really play like that anymore, but I will bring them down here to play every now and then. So anything stands out. Like I have duplicates of certain games. You see this game right here? Virtua Tennis 4. Also have it on 360, so you kind of see what I'm saying. A lot of these games I have duplicate copies of. I have a duplicate copy of Live 10. I got it on PS3. I have duplicate copies of Madden 08. I got that on PS3. And see, I got a bunch of, most of these are duplicate copies or games I'm not going to play because, get closer, let's see what you got there. I don't know how close you can get. But these are just the sports titles that I have that I don't really play. I did show off my Dead or Alive Ultimate Collection. I have another copy right here, but this one's broken, so I left that up here. My Madden 98 on the Saturn. All this other stuff up here is just a bunch of duplicate stuff that I have. It seems like I own every sports game, right? It seems like I got some more that's on the shelves, so that's not necessarily, this is not all of them, but I got a bunch of them. And I got more than one copy of Mario 3D World, so I put that up here too. Hold on, my wife just asked me a question. Do I want to walk at the park? Babe! Hold on a second, yo. She just texted me. Yeah, what time you going? All right, I'll be done in a little bit. We can go for a walk. That's fine with me. All right. So y'all got a sneak peek of what I was about to show y'all. But yeah, my wife wants to go to a walk in the park, so we're gonna go to the walk in the park. Tiger Woods PGA Tour is the best golf game. Yes, absolutely. I think it's really, really awesome. But yeah, I got all of these up here, and I also want to show you guys this. I need to put this up somewhere. I got an excellent. Look at this. Excellent Michael Jordan 30-year anniversary special edition book. This is a beautiful book. I need to put this up somewhere. It got some great pictures in it. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all the other ones, other games I have. These are other games that y'all didn't see. That's at the bottom. There's some more right there. This game right here, this Capcom football game, is terrible. Don't buy it. All right, so let's go over here. This is my telescope. I haven't opened it yet, but I am going to be starting looking at the stars at some point. Hey, son. And all right, let's go over here and look at this stuff over here. All right, these are some other consoles that I have. This is a Japanese Dreamcast. This is a Japanese PS2. I love this console. This is a Super Famicom which really a Japanese Super Nintendo. One thing I did one time when I was looking at this, I was mad at myself, right? Because this thing was on, right?
Dad, why are you mad at
that? I'm talking about it now. Hold on. I had the power on, right? But I didn't know because I picked it up out of the closet. And I was doing this. I was like, why I can't put a game in here? What is going on? But I didn't have the power on. This was just up. And I started hitting it. I started flipping it upside down. But if the power's on, it won't move. And I felt so dumb. But this is a Nintendo Super Famicom. I love this is a very good looking console. I love the way this console looks.
Oh.
It's really dope.
Yeah, that was something.
And this is my Saturn, my Japanese Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn?
Yeah. What you trying to do? You trying to play the game? Okay, hold on. Let me cut it on for you. All right, let me cut it on for you. Hold on, let me switch to.
Yeah, hold on, I think I got it.
That's it right there. Hold on, there it is. All right, there you go.
I know how to do it now.
This is an arcade fighter for the Wii. You can use this. You can use this to play games on the Wii. So yeah, you can play games on the Wii on that. This is my X arcade stick. I use this for like PlayStation 2, original Xbox. I have adapters that you can use all of it. Cut that down a little bit, son.
Oh, I'll take it.
You can use this for pretty much any console that's out. Basically, they have adapters for it. But you also can use this. You also use this for your PC. That's my old original Sega Genesis arcade stick. This is original Xbox arcade stick. These are both of these here are Sega Saturn arcade sticks. This is the virtual stick, the box that I showed you back there that I had, the virtual stick, and this is the Japanese virtual stick. I did a video on this a while back. I also have two Xbox 360, what is it called? Arcade sticks. Both of them made for Xbox 360. This one is the original PlayStation 1 arcade stick. Can be used on the PlayStation 2. Also, this is one that is a third party PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 arcade stick. This arcade stick is a very good arcade stick. I highly recommend getting one of these. Now down here, cut that down, son.
Oh, I did.
No, it has that music on it. I don't want the music to be on this live. Yeah, I don't want that music because that's copyrighted music. Yeah, I don't want that to be on the live. What do I have to say? This is my okay. This is the Dreamcast arcade stick. Got that as well, and I got some strategy guides over here. I'm gonna talk about it. Move my toolbox out of the way. These are some guides that I got over here. I don't know if you can see those. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas guidebook. This is the Halo 2 guidebook, Street Fighter 5, Madden 08, Tekken 5, Grand Theft Auto. There's a whole bunch of guidebooks I got over there. Maybe I'll do a video about all of those one day. Last but not least, I put that up. Yes, this is my man cave. I like that. I like that. I bought that out of Hobby Lobby. You can buy these out of Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they still have them. These over here are my NES games. I don't have many NES games. I just realized I don't have that many. But no, I don't have that many. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm missing a game. Where's my Mario 1?
Oh yeah,
My Mario 1's probably in the console. And there's some Super Nintendo games, other Super Nintendo games. It's hard to see those if you can catch them. Yes, you can pause the video and see those. These are some Super Famicom games. Some more Super Famicom games. Let's see. I guess we can show them what they are. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Super Street Fighter 2. Super LS. This is an excellent, excellent Super Famicom game. You can buy this game now for Super Nintendo. Well, now you can buy it on Super Nintendo. It's called Space Mega Force. It's very expensive though. And this is Super Mario World. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys knew this. Did you know Super Mario World in Japan was called Super Mario Brothers 4? What? See that? Yeah, it was called Super Mario Brothers 4. See that? I don't know if anybody knew that, but yeah, it was. It was called Super Mario Brothers 4.
Bruh, that's Mario 4th game?
Mega Man, Rockman X2, which is Mega Man X2. Excite Stage 94, this is a soccer game. Street Fighter 2, regular Street Fighter 2. And Mega Man X or Rockman X3. Here's my N64 games. I actually got labels on the top of them so I know what game it is. Except for this one. And this one is Kirby 64 and Crystal Shards. I need to get a...
That's my favorite game.
Yeah, that's my son's game.
I always like Kirby.
Yep, and I need to get a label for that.
A label?
And these are all the labels for the other ones. WrestleMania 64, 2000, Star Fox 64, San Francisco Rush 2, all the other ones. Killer Instinct Gold is right there. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, I just had that. Where did it go?
What?
There's my Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Oh, it's down here. Okay, there's Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Here's all my PlayStation 1 games. If you're wondering what game this is right here, this is Rival Schools for the PlayStation 1. Japanese game. This is Contra, if you haven't seen that. And this is Tekken 1. Now, I don't have the case for Tekken 1, but that's Tekken 1. And I got Tekken 2, Tekken 3. And I'm going to slow this down so you guys can see the games I have over here for PS1. Pause the game. Let me pause the video if you want to see them all. These are my Japanese Saturn games. If you wonder what game this is X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It didn't come in a real case like that for some reason. All right, so down here are my Dreamcast game. Well, this is the Hue Card Street Fighter Championship Edition for the PC Engine. This is the one I showed y'all earlier in the PC Engine. Now, when you look at the other ones, you got NFL 2K2, Crazy Taxi 2. I think this is Rated Rumble Boxing. Yeah, Rated Rumble Boxing. I need to get a case for that. Can I get that back in there? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And here's more of my Sega Dreamcast games. Sega Dreamcast. This is Capcom versus SNK 2. This is Marvel versus Capcom 2. Got that. Was able to get that at a really good price. Let's see, here's the other ones. Stormwind, which is a beautiful game. Mortal Kombat Gold. Those are the rest of my... These are more Sega Saturn games over here, too. Let's see. What are these two games? Greatest 9 is a baseball game. Greatest 9 97. These are Dodonpachi and Virtual Fighter 2. Okay. These are some 3DS games and some PSP games that I have. All right, we'll go to the other side over here. These are my Genesis games. Sega Genesis. These are the loose Sega Genesis games. And these are the box Genesis games. Those. Got 2 NBA Jam Tournament editions. And these are the long box Saturn games that I have. Got NBA Jam Extreme. I forgot I had that. Alright, got Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate, Mortal Kombat 3, Virtual Cop 2. Alright, Kay, you too loud. Virtual Cop, Fighting Vipers. There's my Mad 97. I know I got Mad 98. I know I got it. Oh, there it is. So I got one in the closet too. Gex. You know what? This game right here, I don't know why. And I need to figure it out. This game, you're too loud, son. This game right here is very expensive. I don't know why. Why is it? I looked it up. This game is like over $100. It's a soccer game. I'm going to have to find out why. Maybe because who's on the cover? Kobe Jones? I don't know. I don't know. All right, down here is more Saturn games. Daytona USA Galactic Attack, which is a really good game. Then you got Daytona Circuit, Champion Circuit Edition. Here's some of my long box. Only got 3 long box PlayStation games. Riding Project, NBA Jam TE, WrestleMania Arcade game, which is a really good game. Here are some my GameCube games. Some more GameCube games I got down here. I didn't know I had this. Oh, this is a racing game. I knew that. But I forgot I had that. You're too loud again. Once I get off live, you can be as loud as you want. I promise you. All right. So here is my Wii games. Let me get close so you can see those.
Go do it. I'm not going to.
And pretty much, that is it. That's pretty much for the entire room, what I have in here. Also, in this thing right here, I'm going to show you this. This is where I carry all my controllers and stuff, all my controllers and cords. And that's where those are. So that's pretty much it. This room is set up the way I want it. I'm so glad I got it this way. It took me a while. Oh, another thing I didn't talk about. This boy right here. I didn't talk about the CRT, and I didn't talk about the Sony 3D TV. The Sony 3D TV, I bought that a long time ago at what is it called? I bought it at good Lord. I can't remember what I bought. I think it was at a pawn shop. Dude wanted like $30 for it, so I got it immediately. So this thing is really good. You're too loud. You can play PS3 and PS2 games very well on that device. They look really good. So maybe I'll hook my stuff up to that. Maybe my small PS2, or maybe one of these back here. Definitely, I'm gonna hook up these Japanese consoles to this. This thing right here has SCART implemented in the SCART input implemented into this TV, and the games look beautiful on here. So that's going to be the next move for this. I'm gonna get these consoles over here hooked up over here, and they can hook up on this, and I'll be on to that. So I am pretty much content with the way this is set up. I'm planning on, I don't know what the next plans are for this room. Probably just get a bigger PC, which I did a video on this as well. You're too loud, baby. This is my PC down here. It's a nice looking PC.
Okay.
And I'm going to pretty much maybe buy another PC. I got another PC that I have, but I don't really use it for I just don't use it. But I may just bring it up here and use it to stream off of this PC down here. But other than that, I'm gonna get up out of here. And my wife wants to go walking, so we're gonna go walking. Hey, baby, come on. I know you're excited, but I'm on live right now. Where you going? He gets so excited when we play these games, but he's done very well. He's already beat Rayman Legends, and he's trying to beat. Yeah, he's trying to beat Rayman Origins now. So, but he's like really loud at times because he gets so excited. But nevertheless, I'm going to get up out of here and go walking with my wife. She wants to go walking, so that's going to be the move. Yes, we're going to the park. We're going to go walking at the park again because you went to the park yesterday. You enjoyed your time at the park?
And I showed Miss Rita my front flip.
Yeah, you showed her your front flips. You did.
Yeah, and that was good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to get ourselves together and go in a little bit, okay?
Okay. I know what you always say. Dang.
All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Let my son be as loud as possible. And I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.